blue. And she's definitely in control of the center of the mat. She's in control of this fight. And as we just count the seconds down, you see there's a little 13 appears in the corner of your screen. That's well short of the line needed, which if you go across that line, that means you score the point. That's the power threshold needed to score in Taekwondo. Really like that graphic. Here's the talk between the second and third periods, and well, we're having a look at the Serbian end because that's where the talking needs to be done.
Yep, and this is why, because the front leg to the face here, great flexibility, trademark from Zaninovic, and she's topped it up with that punch as well.
I think seeing that replay again, there's no doubt that there was contact on the face, but she did push the foot away, and I think the contact had already been made. And a good decision by our video replay experts. And now 2 minutes for Dragana Gladovic to try and get back into this. There's a place in the semi-final at stake for the winner. She's looking a little bit tired. She's looking well roughed up there, isn't she, as she takes the stage.
Yeah, that's, as I mentioned at the outset, Gladovic's temperament is the key point as she takes the headshot there. And that is going to mean, well, a massive margin now. Good attempted reverse turning kick again from the Serb. She's going with the back kick, almost scoring, as you said there. Just short on the power threshold. Good punch again, though.
And we're getting towards that 12-point gap again in the third here. This has been very good from Zaninovic. And of course, Zaninovic, the way it's looking, she'll be facing Calva Gomez in the semi-final. What a semi-final that's going to be.
Looking forward to that one, Adrian. That'll be an absolute belter.
Yeah. It's the world number 1 at 57 kilo category against the world number 2 at 53 kilo category. That's going to have, my appetite is whetted already for that one. But of course, Zaninovic still has to just finish off this particular round. 11-1 here, and I think it's fair to say that Gladovic has decided in her own mind that this is a step too far.
Yep, and Zaninovic has made that decision for her. She's subdued her will. It's a will against will and skill against skill, and at the moment Zaninovic in both columns far superior.
Some real talented athletes through here into the quarterfinals of the first European Games here in Baku, Azerbaijan. The women's 57, some real class as well all the way through this field. So there's 2 more good quarterfinals to come. Kyungo given there. And there we go, another spinning kick from Zaninovic. She collects a lot of points, another 3 points, and suddenly 14-1, this match is over. And John, she was absolutely fantastic all the way through.
Absolutely agree, Adrian, and it's absolutely testament to the preparation from Zaninovic there. Hatis Yangin, great fighter, but in terms of the quality, it's all about Zaninovic. That reverse turning kick to finish, textbook.
So we're going to have a cracker of the semi-final coming up in about 1.5 hours time, roughly. Ana Zaninovic wins this quarterfinal, beating Dragana Gladovic by 14 points to 1. So here we go for the second semi-final of the men's minus 68 kilogram category. And Azerbaijan flags are flying. Joel Gonzalez Benilla of Spain. And he's up against Aykhan Taghizade of Azerbaijan. And Bonilla was, he's an athlete I mentioned yesterday. This man is class, isn't he, the Spaniard?
He's got the pedigree coming in. He is obviously the favourite coming in, but Taghizade has obviously the local crowd behind him, and he's in a good competition so far coming into it. But João González Bonilla, world class.
It certainly is. He's only the gold medalist from the 2012 Olympic Games at the 58 kilogram category. He's added 10 kilos for this. Also gold at Europeans in 2012 at the 50 kilogram category, if I can say that. And at the World Championship was semi-finalist at 63. So he seems to be, you know, so we've talked about this before. Some of the athletes move sort of, this guy's moving 10 kilograms.
And he was enormous for the category before, so this actually suits him better, I believe, physically, in terms of mentally as well, losing the weight all the time. But who's going to take the advantage here? Because obviously the partisan crowd, very much in favour of the Azeri fighter, Taghizade.
Well, it's a home bout for him, isn't it? And we've already seen this crowd really get behind their fighters. Listen to this. They are really cheering him on. This is wonderful. Taghizade was quarter-finalist at the World Championships in Russia this year, which is a good mark. You know, you've got a big field there. She's silver medalist at the European Junior Championships as Bonilla goes down. So Taghizade is no pushover. He's won events. He's been in later stages.
He's a top fighter. He knows his way around. But the thing that I love about João González Bonilla is so relaxed. He won't be caring, but he's taking a little shot there. Just across the bows, you can see they're just short of the power threshold required for the men. 31 is the hit level, so just a little bit short there.
But Bonilla just put a kick in there that, you know, that could easily have registered. There was a bit of a shake of the head, and the Azeri fighter just held his hand up to say, yeah, that was a good shot. Probably
close there. Good counter underneath again from Taghizade. And it's the distance that they're standing at, so important. Both have different lengths of legs. Attempted hook kick to the face there, well blocked by González Bonilla. Good wee fight here, Adrian.
It is a good fight. The 19-year-old from Azerbaijan against a 25-year-old from Spain. He's given away a few years as well as a little bit of height, but he's obviously a fighter. They love their fighting here in Azerbaijan.
Oh, it's a combat sport country, and you can tell that by the reception that they're receiving here in the Crystal Hall. Good back leg turning kick from Bonilla, well blocked.
Bonilla has landed quite a few hits, but as you've seen on the graphic in the bottom left, there's one that scores for Azerbaijan. And the crowd, you'd think he'd won the tie already. He's just scored 1 point here in this first round, and the flags are flying. They are 100% behind their man here. And if ever there was going to be home advantage, here we've got it.
And Mohamed Reza, formerly of the Iranian national team coach, will do well to keep his athlete calm and cool, because it's far from over, as you rightly say. It's just 1 point. And you can't surf on the atmosphere. You've got to, you know, cope with what's in front of you. And a lovely little just flicking shot to the body there. Bonilla just getting his leg caught up, and there, that was the scoring shot.
Well, Spain have left a man at home here who could have easily competed at this level. Atencia, who was a semi-finalist in the World Championships. He's not here in this weight category. And they've gone with Bonilla, who's obviously shown pedigree. He won at London 2012.
He's the man of the division. He's the one that everyone fears. Can he make the transfer up to this 68? He's done it well.
Yeah.
But he's got to subdue this crowd.
And the winner of this bout will face Denisenko in the semi-final, who's already looked incredibly impressive in his win over Martin Stampo. Round 2, 3 2-minute rounds, and these guys are not holding back. This is old-style Taekwondo. Look at this.
Good back kick and a shot underneath there. Perfection from the Azeri. He stepped in there with a back kick to the body. That 3-point shot is a huge, huge shot. Not just because it goes on the scoreboard, but it says to your opponent, I've got this weapon, look out for it.
Yeah. And the crowd absolutely loving it. It's 4-0 to Azerbaijan. Just enjoy this atmosphere.
González Bonilla just taking his time, as I said, a very patient fighter, excellent at going to the head, and he's just biding his time here. looking for a pause, looking for a moment.
The Azeri fighter, Taghizade, is just happy. He's happy to let this clock just wind down a little bit. He's got a 4-point lead. If Benilla doesn't want to attack, then he's not going to be drawing him on. Here we go again, all action.
And he's so good at spoiling the distance, Taghizade. What I mean by that is that he doesn't go back easily. When you're fighting with someone with long legs, if you step back, you're in trouble. And what he's got to do so well is he picks up his legs, uses his hands to great effect, and he's good value for this lead.
Certainly is. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Benilla, you just feel he's ready to pounce. Oh, was that a flick? So close on the head. It's just a split second like that can be 3 points difference. Taghizade comes in on the attack.
There's the shot that you called for, Adrian.
There it is.
That's the same shot that won him the Olympic Games. He knows that he can draw those out at any time. He said to his coach, get the video replay card up there with 2 seconds left on the board. It was a front leg counter to the face from the Spanish fighter, and he's looking for a second head kick in amongst that flurry.
Yeah. I'm not sure I saw the second one. I certainly saw the first one. What a...
Taghizade never saw either.
How incredible was that? We're sat here commentating on this, and that was ultra fast. And the attack was coming from Taghizade.
Let's have a look at it here. There's the counter to the face, and then a second flicking shot here.
Oh.
Well, he scored the first one.
And the look on Benilla's face here, look at, there's the second one. I don't think there's a touch there. But the look on Benilla's face as well, when Taghizade actually comes round and realises that he's just been whacked, and he looks at Benilla, who's smiling away at him, going, whoa.
That's it. I mean, that's the difference at this level. And the Azeri crowd, they know that this is a top-class match. It's been an explosive start from Taghizade.
They're loving this, and they're also loving the replay they've just seen on the big screen, because they believe that the Spaniard may have lost his card. And I think they're starting to understand the sport a lot more. They've seen a few bouts where cards have been used and lost.
Huge sporting culture here in Azerbaijan, all the combat sports. And they're looking at this, as you say, with the experienced eye, a knowledgeable local crowd, and a healthy crowd as well here in the Crystal Hall.
Well, Taghizade, by all rights, shouldn't really be competing at all with Benilla. Taghizade is definitely, Benilla is he's the Rolls Royce of Taekwondo. He's won Olympics, he's won major events, he's won Europeans, semi-final at the World Championships this year. He really is a smooth machine, and you can see the reaction from the Spanish athlete. He's trying to influence the judges, but they, I'm sure, have rejected it, and you can actually tell by the crowd's reaction.
Absolutely.
That was a rejection.
Yep, the card is gone. The scoreboard stays as it is. It's been a great start from Taghizade as he retreats to his coach here, and as I said, Mohamed Reza, former Iranian national team coach, has all the knowledge. But Gonzalez Bonilla, he's got all the skills, Adrian, because he's produced it when it was needed.
He is the man to beat, and he's looking a little bit concerned there, because he as you say, he's been spoiled a little about Taghizade bringing in moving inside. Benilla's not able to actually play his A game, and that's one of the tactics you talked about earlier, that sometimes you can spoil your opponent's main move. Oh, look at that. That was a beautiful... Then there's the reaction. There's the smile on the face. Just checks the scoreboard to make sure it registers 3 points. The fact that his helmet was rolling across the floor possibly told him he'd get it. But Benilla is looking concerned there, because he knows he's in a fight, doesn't he? He's got a partisan crowd here. Look at them. They are absolute 100% behind their fighter. They know they've got a tough match on. And here we go. 1 round to go. Azerbaijan, Taghizade has got a 1-point lead. It's all to play for.
Taghizade straight into that open stance, which means to put the opposite foot in front to give your opponent something to aim at the centre of your chest. But he's got both hands crossed across his body to protect himself. He's trying to just draw his opponent in. He's a counter-attacking style fighter. He's just trying to get that opportunity. He's 1 point to the good. Bonilla tries to flick one in there, and just about on the threshold.
That is as close to the line as it could be. I think 32 is the threshold for this weight category. So that was so close to scoring.
The shin guard has come loose here. Of course, the fighters wearing shin guards, arm guards, obviously groin guard and head guard as well. But it's on guard for Taghizade. He needs to hang on to this one here. There's a Kyungo hanging against Bonilla. Can he put pressure on the Spanish fighter?
Taghizade spoiling Bonilla's attacks well here. Bonilla just getting a hit there, but just 21, and there's 14 for the Azeri fighter.
Good back leg attempt to the face there from Bonilla, but it's a wonderful shot across the bows from Taghizade, and he sealed it.
It was a double hit. It was one with the right foot, followed by one with the left, and both scored. And the crowd are buoyed even more now. We're into the final 30 seconds. There's a chance that the Olympic champion may go out here. Bonilla is trying absolutely everything. Taghizade keeping an eye on the clock. And another point for Azerbaijan.
He flicks that one into the body there. That gives him a little crumb of comfort down the stretch here into the very much the danger end of the competition. Taghizade takes a Kyungo for falling, but he won't mind that, Adrian. He's killed the time.
My goodness, that time has absolutely flown by. And I think Taghizade, in fact, the Kyungo wasn't given there. But it's 7 points to 3 with 4, so there's a Kyungo. Well, Taghizade will go run around, because all he needs to do, he might even get a gang jump for that, which is an automatic red card, but it doesn't matter, even if it's another point. Azerbaijan have taken this quarter-final. John, that is